crazy. I don't know me this bad.
It is really bad.
Oh,
What?
guess what? What?
I
No, I can't remember.
He's snoring pretty loud. I was scared that if that catched it, the mic's got it.
Did you start?
He started.
I just had Red Bull. Alright. We have to. Thank God
Okay.
it's Friday. Thank God indeed. My name's Muhammad.
My name's Bakr.
He's my cousin.
Yes, I am.
So it is the last month of the year. It's December and we still don't have a PS5. We're pretty bummed out, honestly. I don't know, man. I guess these resellers are just getting it without us. They keep on doing that whole.
And it's always the ones with they have to flex it, and they have 50 of them. Like they don't really even need to resell them. It makes no sense.
Does it cost money to get bots? Those the.
Yeah, they cost thousands of dollars.
Wait, so
Thousands of
that
dollars.
costs thousands, and then they're getting more PS5. I don't really understand. I know they're doing it for the money, but I feel like they're just doing it to rub it in, man. It's freaking crazy. I don't know how I didn't get it yet, bro. I'm trying to play like the new Call of Duty. I think what was my first ever Call of Duty? I think when mine was Modern Warfare 2. Bro, this generation can't handle Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. I swear to God.
That's so true. I never actually played a Well, I don't remember my first Call of Duty game. I was more of a Nintendo person. All I played was like Mario, Pokemon, and Zelda. That's it.
What was your first system?
An emulator? I emulated all my games on PC.
Oh, that's because you were in Yemen, right?
Yeah, and it was free.
But they still had systems in Yemen, but like, of course, like, you had to be a part of like a certain class, like the higher upper class that would be sick because it was so much money. Of course, because they don't really sell it in stores and stuff like that. You gotta have to get it through shipping and stuff like that.
And that's a pain.
I think my first system was the Game Boy Color. Honestly, I used to play this Bugs Bunny game. I used to
Tetris. You had to play Tetris.
Tetris.
Everyone and their mother had Tetris.
I played Tetris, but obviously it was boring. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I remember playing Pokemon. Oh, remember Pokemon? You had to connect this thing on top of your Game Boy to trade with other players. Yeah. Now they do it wirelessly, bro. Like everything, they changed the game, honestly.
Oh, Sword and Shield. What do you think? It's literally the worst Pokemon game of all time.
Oh, that was so depressing.
Literally, main series Pokemon game, worst one. Yes.
I was hyped up.
I could not even finish it, and I played every main game.
Did I even finish it? I didn't even think I finished it. That's how disappointed I was, bro.
I think I got to the end, and I got to the champion. I go, finally, holy shit, I'm done with this game, and then I forgot. Oh, I still have to go capture the legendary, and I just dropped the game right there.
I mean, X and Y really changed Pokemon, but they because Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution, I thought it was so stupid. I'm like, bro, this is actually pretty cool. You get like three. You only get to Mega Evolve one Pokemon.
It was balanced.
Yeah, and it's strategical. But then this whole Giga Pokemon, they turn into an enormous giant. Yeah, I'm like. And then, like, the Pokemon were not even creative. They started dwindling down to X and Y.
Oh, yeah.
They had the biggest Pokemon, problem. They had the... Yeah.
The biggest problem I think they had was not having all the Pokemon. Their catchphrase was, gotta catch them all.
There was 721
and there was only, like, 400?
Not even.
And then you had to pay for the rest of it in DLC.
I hate when companies, they're millionaire companies, but they're so money hungry on their audience. Like, and I hate I don't know, I heard they rushed the game. I'd rather wait for a game, let it be completed, polished and cleaned up. Give me the final product instead of rushing it and then expect us to pay money so you can fix it.
Exactly.
Bro, that's just freaking ridiculous, bro.
You make more money with DLC and not a finished game for some reason. I don't know how that works.
I get it, but like that's why I really appreciate games like Overwatch, which some of our friends don't like it.
Yeah. It's only for the competitive.
It's field. It's like in my humble opinion, because I play Call of Duty. I got a taste of Call of Duty. I got a taste of playing other competitive games like Battlefield and even fighting games. Overwatch, it's so unique. It's similar to what's that game called? Battlegrounds or Battle Fortress?
Oh, Team Fortress.
Team Fortress,
they say it's very really compare it to it.
Or they say it's whatever. In my opinion, it's like an upgraded version.
Exactly.
But that game, all the characters, every single time. Hey guys, Jeff from the Overwatch team. You know, he starts every video. Every time like new character comes, they work hard. The game is diverse. It's almost every country.
You just have to pay for it once.
You pay for it once. That's it. You don't have to keep on. The only thing to pay for if you want is like the stupid boxes.
Yeah, skins and everything.
Really, only idiots pay for that. Like it's crazy. Fortnite really changed
cosmetics.
The game
they don't really change the game.
Yeah, you just change your costumes and stuff like that. And you know, crazy part is Fortnite's free, But do you know how much money they made?
That is so
Off
true.
just- what is it? Wait, in Overwatch they're called loot box. I don't know what they call them.
They're all cool loot boxes.
Loot
I
boxes.
don't know. Skins, Fortnite dances.
these kids, they just
Who
put
likes
their-
Fortnite?
Yeah, that's crazy.
We like Fortnite.
They take their mom's credit card and just
There's
keep on
a
swiping,
lot
bro.
of kids that yoink their mother's credit cards and buy skins.
Bro, I don't understand. Like that's
There's
why
cases
right,
of this.
You know, right after Fortnite, a bunch of games came out like that. Didn't Apex Legends?
Oh
come out?
yeah, everyone want to do a battle
So,
royale.
Fortnite, honestly, it's unfortunate to say, but they really started the whole trend of even.
It was the most popular one.
Call of Duty did one too.
Call of
That was
Duty.
horrible. I didn't like it. You go to the prison, and then you have to fight.
It feels
your
like
way
a mobile game. I don't know why.
That's messed up. Probably some viewers are gonna get mad. No, but yeah, no. Growing up with Game Boy, that was fun. My first official, actual, like,
Console?
huge, console.
Big boy.
Xbox, the original Xbox. Nothing. I know this whole console war and video game war and just like nothing beats Halo in my opinion. Like that was just so fun playing it with my friends, just playing it even in Yemen. Oh my god, man, it was such a blast. Like Guns, the Alien version. Yeah, some people say Call of Duty. I mean, to each their own. I'm not gonna hate somebody just because they have a different liking. You know what I mean? Wait, what do you prefer, Call of Duty or Halo?
Halo 3 was.
Right?
I think Halo 3 was my favorite
That's
one.
the one we played in. Yeah. Oh
Exactly.
my god.
You
Oh,
could do so
man.
much in Halo 3.
Juggernaut, the hammer,
Everything,
the sword, infected. I used to play with Muhammad. Remember,
yes.
we was Syrian Harami, bro. We used to play,
Oh,
and bro, that was so. We would just betray each other the whole game, bro.
We did some
Yo,
silly
that's
shit.
that's what video games are about. Like that's why it's unfortunate. Like parents don't understand that. Like parents have to understand that. Wouldn't you rather have your son? I'm not trying to say it's the two lesser evils, but wouldn't you rather have your son playing video games than, I don't know, going to the hookah lounge every day or playing or smoking weed or doing bad stuff? I'm not saying like a lot of video games is good, but I'm just saying sometimes parents do have to understand, like, to each their own. Some people don't like sports, like me. I suck at basketball. I'm not good at
Same.
football. I'm 5'5", 120. You know what I mean? God didn't
Well,
build my body.
I think because people think that games are violent. That's why. And I don't know why they got this. I think it's a misconception, honestly. What do you think?
It's
What do
not
you-
all video. Of course, I mean, yeah, we can't lie. Look at GTA 5. That's you could rob banks and kill hookers. You know what I mean? It's like no, like real talk. Well, like you could go to these strip clubs and I know video games. I'll be honest, they're kind of taking a dark turn, especially now they have video games that include sex and virtual sex, and now they in Japan you could like marry your virtual girlfriend. It's crazy what you could do now with video games and what they did with this whole virtual reality.
Virtual reality. That's
Yeah, but
another
it's not all video
topic.
games. I agree. It's of course not all video games are violent. It's like Overwatch. We play Overwatch. There's no blood in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there is violent video games out there. Like I said, like even Mortal Kombat. I think I started playing Mortal Kombat when I was like 12 or 13.
How did you get a copy?
No, my dad bought it for me. But again, it's not like I could do that stuff in real life because some people say video games promote violence. It's not like I could chop.
Oh, that's
guy's...
its appeal. That's what they're trying to do. It's bloody and gory.
It's bloody and
It's
gory.
not even made. The game is not even that competitive. It's all about the visuals.
It was just the visuals, bro. It's not like I could actually rip a guy's spine off like Sub-Zero does, or
You never tried it though.
Okay, you think it's not physically possible? It's not anatomically you're going to rip a guy's spine off. No, but it was I just did it for the shits and giggles. I mean,
For the memes. I did it for the memes.
It was pretty fun. You invite your friend over. I never had a tendency to commit violence or whatever they say. There's like this whole debate on whether video games
Are video games sexist? That's a real question.
sexist.
Yeah, because how they
Visualize women like how
exactly, and
That I would
Mario
agree
always
on.
save the princess and stuff like that.
Oh,
all of
okay,
that
that's
type
just
of thing.
too much. Okay, no, but
Everyone talks about that. Well,
the whole
not anymore, I guess.
the beauty standards they put, I would 100% agree with that. Well, I would like it's actually like the way they have like the woman's hip has to be this way, and then they're always appealing to men by making her chest extremely big, and and they do this for so many video games. Even comic books do this, like
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, and this she has to be this
Because they're
tall,
trying to
this
appeal
skinny.
to males. That's
Yeah,
why.
but they put a beauty standard, and then like what is it called? That makes it harder for women. Women start to feel like insecure and not beautiful. You know,
because
a woman,
of fictional characters.
yeah, of course every single movie you see, imagine this is being thrown at you.
Well, I could say the
Like
same
the
thing
whole-
about men. What they do with men in video games.
Yeah,
and
men. I want to say the same thing. Yeah, always
movies.
the guy always has a six pack. The guy is
Exactly.
always strong. The guy never cries. The guy is always tough and resilient. The
Mhm.
guy, stuff like that. I mean, it's.
But when you're talking about the social media aspect, like women, and, like
that's a whole social media is a whole other thing. But like, I'm just talking about like.
then I understand you. But in video games, everything it's a video game. Don't take it seriously.
Yeah, but bro, you see Mortal Kombat. You see the way that like Melina or these.
Like you said, I don't feel like ripping someone's spine.
I know, but I'm saying like I'm talking about like they always have to attract men, like and by using women as like sex objects. This
Yeah,
is just
I
in
just
my
said
humble.
that,
It's like sex cells. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like even they have like commercials of cars. They have to throw a model inside there.
You just have
Even
to
they
shove
have
it in
like
somewhere.
Even it could be a food commercial. And the lady could be like there was that what was that restaurant Carl's Jr.
Never tried it out.
Yeah, I think it's only a West Coast thing. They had to get like a half naked model to eat the burger. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm telling you the truth. It's just they use women.
Well, because it works then, right? Why else would they do that?
Yeah, but I mean, why should a woman accept that? Why should even men accept? Like we have sisters, we have moms, we have.
True.
I could have a daughter soon. And you never know. Why should I like accept the fact that like women are just being sold like that? I mean, and honestly, it's not like they're being forced to. Because honestly, it's unfortunate that women just accept it at times. They just end up like just selling their body like that. But like I said, there is a certain pressure. There's a certain pressure that they're supposed to be this skinny, they're supposed to be this fit, they're supposed to have this big of a behind, this chest, and that's why cosmetic surgeries are going through the roof. Botox. That's why bulimia. That it's like I think it's considered a disorder where like they eat food and they throw it up. It's rising, bro. It's like no, it's like not a joke. It's like when women truly start to understand. And men, honestly, I have to say men too. My bad. I can't only mention like one gender. When we truly understand, it's that like our physical body should not be our main focus. It's rather the spiritual sense. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't really be accepting the fact that like we're basically selling our bodies, or the way we attract men is wearing this kind of clothing. The way we attract women is wearing this thing. Does that make sense? Honestly,
it does. But how are you gonna change this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not here to say I'm gonna change society's standards.
Because I would like to say that there's something wrong and try to find a solution, even if it's not possible. But like to inspire someone else. Do you have any idea? Or I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
Honestly, look, we both could agree society's constantly changing.
True.
You know what I mean? Even I was recently watching this video on YouTube. It was like a video of the UK, the United Kingdom, but it was the UK in like 1905. Like it was basically the early 1900s, and I'm like, wow. You know what the people like all the men wearing professional suits and wearing the English cap. I don't know if the specific name.
Billy cap?
Is that what they call it? Yeah,
I think so.
And the women, again, they're all just
they're covered up.
Covered up. It's straight up modesty, and they're wearing like something to cover their hair. But then like I said, as society went on, like just like clothing.
Well, people just copy trends because what was trendy at that time?
That's what I'm trying to say. Don't copy. I mean, why be a slave to society? Like now look at it. We went from like people having like some certain level of some certain level of decency, like to now like you see the clothing industry, clothes is getting tighter, clothes is getting more revealing. I mean like as we mentioned before,
signs of the time.
It's signs of hell yeah, man. Bro, you never know, man. Day of judgment, that's real, man. That's not a joke, man. It could happen at any moment. You have to be ready at any time. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it just goes back to, it starts, like, you may think, like, oh, video games, bro, who cares? It's just something simple. But, bro, it's in comic books. It's in movies.
The more I think about it, yeah, it is true. Everyone plays video games nowadays.
It's even in school uniforms, bro. You see, some of these, like, honestly, the Catholic girls, like, the school uniforms, like, skirts all the way up to here.
I noticed that, too.
It's like,
when I'm on the train and
what's
stuff.
going on? It's like,
That's not comfortable. Like, I feel uncomfortable.
It's I don't know what's going on, bro. We even mentioned the Disney. Like, there's kissing scenes in shows. That's like dating is so they're trying to push it on young people. So, yeah, like I said, I say, like video games, would they promote violence? No. Is there a whole agenda on just promoting shamelessness? yes, I would 100% agree. I mean, there's games like I said that just like it's not normal to have that kind of body. You know what I mean? Like
Obviously.
women see this and like, oh, men are attracted to that, therefore I should copy it. You know what I mean? Like no, you should what is it called?
Be
You should
yourself.
Be yourself. A man should love you not because of your body, but like the fact that you're genuine. You're
you.
You're a good-hearted person. So yeah, I mean, like I said, video games, even like some video games now get political, like Overwatch.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
They have to mention if a character is a homosexual. Like, bro, I'm trying to play a video game. I don't care if the dude's gay or straight, bro. Like,
trying
honestly,
to
like that guy Soldier or Tracer.
Rank
in
up my
Overwatch.
SR right here.
Huh? And then like the second you say, why'd you add that to the game, people start calling you like a homophobic or something. Like, bro, no, I'm not homophobic. I'm just trying to play a game. I'm not trying to get political. I play video games to have fun, not get into politics. It makes no sense.
Speaking of just trying to have fun from video games, a lot of people say video games is a form of escapism. I don't like that word.
Define escape. Like, what do you mean? Like,
It's
you
like-
escape reality?
Exactly, and just go into another real, like, forgetting about what's happening in the world. And people say it's fine. Well, what's wrong with it? It's a lot of shit is happening in the world. Why should we care and everything? Like, you want to forget about it, and the best way to do it is escapism and video games.
I mean,
I don't agree with that.
would
Like,
you- would you say-
I enjoy games because it's fun, not because I want to
You're trying to
escape
run away from your
something.
problems.
But yeah, that's a word that everyone throws around when they say why video games is good.
I don't know. Ignoring your problems. If you ignore a problem, it's not like it's gonna go away. Like, you know what I mean? It's yeah, it's like I basically play video games for the same reason you play video games. It's just not
Enjoyment.
fun. It's a good hobby. Like I said, I'm not good at sports, so I play video games. Do I still read books? Yeah, alhamdulillah. Do I still go outside and hang out with my
Exactly.
buddies? Yeah, alhamdulillah. It's not like it's gonna take up my life. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm gonna spend. Yeah, like honestly, some of these people are crazy. They stay up like till 6 a.m. or they stream till like 5 in the morning. Or it takes to the point where they ignore their family, they ignore their duties, they ignore studying. It takes up it takes up majority of their free time. No, that's of course like too much of anything is bad. Too much of water can kill you. Like
Yeah,
it kills your,
water out of all things.
Yeah, it kills your red blood cells. You know, too much, like I said, too much of anything is extremely bad for you. There should be a balance in life. You know what I mean? There has been equilibrium. You play video games perhaps 2 hours in the day. You know, whatever it may be. But yeah, honestly, I don't have any regrets, bro. It's like sometimes after a long day of work, 14-hour shift, you just want to play video games.
Yeah, just
Laugh with your friends. I'm not necessarily
time.
hurting anybody, but should be a balance. Let's say you're married or you have kids and you choose video games with your family. Of course, we would say
Yeah, you gotta
you're wrong.
hold
You know
your
what I mean?
horses.
Yeah, if you're like 300 pounds and you're out of shape and you're playing video games like 8 hours every day, of course, it's just, using your time wisely. Life's short. You know what I mean? I know people use the excuse saying, "Oh, I'm still young," but no, bro, you could, you know what I mean? It's like
So much you can do so much.
you
with your
could
time.
do so much at a young age. Like when I was reading some books on like history, I was reading about Ottoman history, and of course,
Really interesting. By the way,
we all know the capital Constantinople was
Mhm.
the capital of the Roman was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. Because there's so many Roman empires, honestly. There's a Roman Empire, the Byzantine, the Eastern Roman, this. Anyways,
there's too many to count.
yeah, there's too many. But anyways, yeah. So it was at the time the Ottomans were establishing themselves. They started in like 1299, and it was during the 1400s where they were rapidly expanding. And Constantinople is the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. It's one of the only cities in the world that's on 2 different continents. It's on Europe and it's on Asia. And why is this so important? Is due to the fact that it's next to it's next to like basically the Caspian Sea. It's next to the Mediterranean Sea. It's good for trading in ports. It's what is it called? It's the crossroads of Asia and Europe, and then also Africa's right there.
Real
so
close.
there's a famous author, I forgot his name, but he said if the whole earth was one country and there had to be a capital, it would definitely be Constantinople. So like I said, and
That's
many
impressive.
people tried going for it,
Mm-hmm.
and the man that succeeded in vanquishing the Romans, conquering Constantinople, was Mehmet II. I think Muhammad in Turkish is Mehmet, but
Yeah,
he was
there's a lot of ways to say Muhammad.
Different variation. It's the most common name in the world. Subhanallah. All came from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Of course.
But Muhammad in English translate, it means like the praised one, the person who gets a lot of praise. So, and Prophet Muhammad is, he's praised a lot even by non-Muslims. Even his enemies praised him. But anyways, so Muhammad II, the year is 1453, and they go to besiege the walls of Constantinople. They're fighting their Eastern Roman Empire, and what is it called? And they end up conquering it, and the whole world was shocked. Europeans were shocked because other European nationalities tried for years conquering it. And you're not gonna believe. Guess how old Muhammad II was? Just guess how old he was. And he conquered the capital of an empire. He was the caliphate. He was the leader of the Ottoman Empire. I'm not talking about the leader of a field trip or the leader of a small group. The leader of an entire
How old was he?
empire. 21 years old.
21 years old.
He was 21 years old, and he ended up conquering Constantinople. He besieged it and took it and made it. I believe he ended up making it the capital of the Ottoman Empire. And from there on, the Ottomans ended up spreading to North Africa, from Egypt to Morocco, and they ended up spreading to the Arabian Peninsula, from Yemen to Syria. So all the stuff. But again, he was only 21. I really think we shouldn't limit ourselves when it comes to our age. Like, some say, oh, I'm still young. Let me waste my time. Let me play video games. Let me do this. Let me do that.
Yeah.
No, this man literally ended an empire. When he conquered that capital, he actually ended the whole empire. Can you imagine? At the age of 21, bro, I'm 22. What did I do with my life? I'm not trying to down myself, but it's kind of like a motivation. It's subhanallah, like, we always doubt ourselves about our age, bro. Bro, if you're 12 years old, you want to drive, go drive. No, man.
Okay, yo, relax.
You want to fly, jump out the window.
No.
You know those motivational speakers that just OD and don't know when to shut up. I can't stand those
Please.
people. No, but I'm not gonna go into extreme.
Yeah.
You're totally.
I understand what you mean. So that goes back to what you were saying at your video, how the UK was, the ladies were dressing, you said, modestly and everything.
Yeah.
And what was popular then? Who conquered whatchamacallit? Constantinople.
Constantinople. Muhammad II, yeah.
Exactly. And
Well,
Turkey was a very
yeah,
dominant country.
Are you trying to say, like, during those times, like, men
It just, if whoever's the world power and everyone wants to copy who's on the top, correct?
Okay.
And that's why everyone's trying to copy America and how Americans dress and how Americans speak and whatnot.
Oh, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yo, the Western Hemisphere right now, I mean, everybody looks up to them.
Exactly.
I mean,
and everyone wants to learn English.
English is now one of the most spoken language. I don't think it's the most spoken. Like, right now, it's still Chinese, because I mean, the most populated country in the world. There's like 1.4 billion Chinese people in the world. But it's like, it's everything. Whether it be, I agree with you 100%. It's fashion, it's skin color, because countries like Korea,
exactly.
countries like South Korea, countries like India, countries like I believe countries even a lot of Muslim countries, they do something called skin bleaching.
Exactly.
Even
to look
Africa,
whiter.
where they literally just bleach their skin to look whiter. And this is what happens when, like, it's like jahiliyyah, bro. It's like ultimate ignorance, bro. Like, you shouldn't want to marry a girl just because she's a little lighter. And it's unfortunate. This is, I hate to say it, it's in our culture at times, like Yemeni culture. They say, oh, she's more pale skin, she's more whiter, you should go for her. Well, no, we have to talk about this instead of like sweeping it under the rug. It's the unfortunate truth. Like, you should go for, oh, she's more darker. When honestly, it's funny, but like, Islam came to dispel that. You know what I mean? Like, Moses, historically speaking, Moses was black. A lot of people don't know that.
So they say.
Yeah, and even in Islam, like, a man asked the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, like, how did Moses look like? He said Moses was tall and Moses was dark skinned. He was very dark skinned. Even Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they make him like blue-eyed white guy.
Yeah, exactly.
When he was born in Palestine, he was some people I think was Bethlehem or Nazareth, and he wasn't as white as the depictions of the Catholic Church put him up to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's I don't want to get into like that whole Nation of Islam thing. It's the blue-eyed white devil. We should not copy them. Santa Claus is black. No. I'm just saying we should not, be slaves to society. But we should what is it called? I guess it goes back to like, who do we follow? And I feel like that's why, like, personally, like being a Muslim, like, that's who I ultimately follow God. Like, you give up your will to God. You know what I mean? Like, because the laws of God don't necessarily change. You know what I mean? They always stay the same. While the laws of society are constantly changing. At one point, women were not allowed to vote. At one point, we used to enslave blacks and it was accepted by society. Look at the society of Germany when they used to how they used to treat the Jews. Look at this. Look at this. You know what I mean? Society's constantly changing. Society always have these norms. But when it comes to like I said, my faith, you know what? I just stick to that. Whenever I see, you know, the world going left or right, I just stick to what my faith says.
We have one book that tells us what to do.
Exactly. We just have one
doesn't
book.
change its...
Does not change at all, and
all.
it's, you know, that's I give up my will to God. That's all. I'm not a slave, like I said, to society, to materialism, to you know, like even what we were talking about earlier, like video games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yep, you have to have time. Like, and you even mentioned escapism. Like, I would say the 5 daily prayers. We pray 5 times a day, whether it be the sunset prayer or the night
that's a good
prayer.
one.
Yeah, the afternoon
That
prayer.
is sort of escapism.
Yeah. I guess that's a form of, you know, whether you're working, whether you're in the gym, whether you're walking outside, the second you hear the call to prayer, you know, Allahu Akbar, like God is greater, God is greater. You stop whatever you're doing and you remember, God is greater. Go ahead, you escape into your. It's not really escaping, but you're doing this right. You're praying to God, you know, just over 1,000 minutes in a day. Each prayer is only like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's the least we could do. So like I said, even at a young age, like we gotta make sure. A, we're not wasting time. B, we're doing what's right, and we're making sure that we're prioritizing. And C, also I would say is just who you're hanging out with. Show me your friends. I'll show you your future. Last thing you would want to ever do is waste your time, man. Waste your life. Honestly, that's me personally is one of my biggest pet peeves. Wasting time, bro. I can't stand that. Well, that's why even me personally.
The feeling of wasting time.
Yeah.
That's for everyone, honestly.
You're just like me. You don't only watch any of these Netflix shows or.
That's everyone nowadays, I feel like.
Yeah, but
no, it is. It's the opposite. Actually, binge. Yeah.
People binge. Like people like bro. Like I said, I'm not trying to be too extreme, but what did you benefit from watching like 8 seasons like 5 times or watching like 6 different shows? You know what I mean? Like, bro, there has to be a balance, a homeostasis. There has to be, you know, 5 minutes of this, 15 minutes of this. You don't want something occupying you too much. You know what I mean? Life is already short enough. Like, you know what I mean? Death can come at your doorstep at any moment. You know what I mean? Like, even when I would even, like, I remember asking my grandpa one day. He's, you know, my grandpa is 7 years old. I told him, did life go by quick for you? He told me, like, it went by the blink of an eye. You could ask I dare you, ask your mom, ask your dad, ask your grandma, ask your grandpa. They're going to tell you. Even if
it feels like that already, and I'm still like...
I'm 22, you're 21. Yeah. So I'm like saying, why would I waste my life on too much video games, on too much of this? You know what I mean? Family's more important. Prayer. This is what ultimately will like you know, save me on the day of judgment. Like not playing 6 hours of Overwatch and stuff like that. You know, I always think of this verse. You know, Allah says, "Ma عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق." Whatever is with you will eventually leave you. Whatever is with God will forever remain. So I think it's important to, you know, it's important to have a sense of control. You don't want to always be like you mentioned desires. You don't want to be always just be chasing your
following
desire.
all your desires are able to have all of them.
It's normal to have desires.
Yes, but you shouldn't be able to fulfill all of them. That's not good. That's not healthy.
You have to have some. You have to have I don't know how to say in a nice way.
Balance. I don't know. What is there has to be a word for that.
You have to have like
in the middle.
The
sweet
middle,
spot.
Of course, the middle path. You have to be in the middle ground, of course. But I'm even saying, like, you just have to know how to control yourself. Like, honestly speaking, you have to know, I have to stop doing this. I have to stop scrolling on that infinite. Like, you know, these on, you don't have in social media, like Instagram and TikTok, the feed is infinite. You can just keep on swiping.
And it's intentional, so you don't get off.
Oh, they do that, so you don't get off.
And
then you get more usage, and then they get more money. And it's like, it just keeps on going. And then, like, you end up being, like 50 years old, and you're like, man, what the hell did I really do? Yeah, exactly. I would say, if there was a quote I could end off on, it's one of my favorite quotes of all time. It says, all of a man's happiness is in him being the master of his ego, while all his suffering is in him is in his ego being his master.
Ooh.
I'll say that again. All of a man's happiness, if his ego is his master, he's gonna suffer. If he's the master of his ego, he's gonna live a happy life. You have to know how to put your ego down. You have to know how to control your desires. This was a famous quote by Imam Ghazali. He was a famous philosopher of Persian origin. And I was like, man, that is 100% true. I gotta know how to control myself. I just can't let loose. I can't eat anything I want because the Muslims can't eat pork. I can't just do anything I want. Play video games all day. I have responsibilities. I can't just start dating any girl I want. Start having intercourse with every girl. No, I can't follow my desire. I have to have a chain. I have to like control myself. It's a mental thing, but young men have to be taught that at a young age. Young men have to. I mean, of course, women too, but I'd say young men more. Especially because there's so much desires are everywhere.
Oh, meaning for males because
like whether it be how it is harder for us to lower our gaze maybe.
Oh,
or
in that sense.
we usually play video games more than women or stuff like that. So I would probably end up on that quote, and I would honestly thank the viewers from the bottom of like me and your heart, like how much. Sure. This podcast means to us. The fact that we got like almost 700 in our first one. Ooh. Second one is almost 300, and it's a great feeling, man. We're just doing this for the passion.
For the experience.
We'll definitely keep on giving you guys these awesome podcasts. We will, disclaimer, be inviting guests. Not soon, but inshallah,
sooner or later.
Inshallah, sooner or later, because we do want to get people that have more knowledge than us, than us, inshallah, very soon.
See other people's perspectives.
Opinions. I feel like we'd be
Beliefs.
arrogant. So it would just be arrogant if it was just me and you every single week. So we're going to be switching it up from time to time.
Shake it up.
Yeah, you got to switch it up in life. It's going to be boring if it's just me and Bakr. So my name's Muhammad.
I'm Bakr.
Thank God it's Friday. We'll see you guys next week.